We try to hold back wishes. Like if they were not real. But then life keeps repeating. Inside a spinning wheel. Can we get over? Can we get over? Maybe one day we can just stay up high. Spoke our wills, I linger on hold tight. Maybe one day we can just stay up high. Spoke our wills, I linger on hold tight.
Hey, what's up? You there? Thanks for joining in. You know, when you're over the target, even, well, sometimes the reason why I say that is because the music, like that track, released 20 minutes ago. Pretty good track. That might be over the target on some things, right? Subscribe to the good music channels that, from overseas that are It's nighttime there. They're just releasing when it's morning time here, and you get to hear the fresh goods, right? Especially well when you wake up and oh hey look, Mr. Urban Disciples was live last night. I think I'll go check that out. Well, it was more like yesterday, and all of a sudden you hear you're being tied with people, right? It's a pretty good tactic to tie somebody like myself with, like somebody like Denise Mad Cow. It's easy to weaponize somebody like that, especially like the Predward. Oh, they're buddies, they're best friends, right? Oh, okay, all right, right. When Predward say, you know, oh, I made up with Felomon. We're all right now. We're okay, right? That was recently. Yeah, interesting how these guys have to weaponize certain characters that are around in your community. Oh man, here we go.
This is all back to him.
Who's he talking about?
Who told us?
Let's go back a little bit there.
Such sick accusations.
Wow.
Where does this come from?
Huh.
Who gave you these lies to read? Who fed you this stuff?
Yeah, I
That's junk food
often
right there.
I often wonder, see how that double reverse twist? I often wonder who gives him his script to read that's got some grotesque stuff in there. Interesting how some people might have to say that I work with Denise Mad Cow and I don't, or Predward and I don't. They got to tie you to these people. Okay? But it's interesting how Denise Mad Cow was weaponized to me a long time ago. Right? A certain sugar shit had to say, oh, you got to subscribe to this lady. She's blasting you. Like, what? Right? Oh, okay. Start watching and she's blasting you. Well, that's interesting. Right? And then yesterday, yeah, I'll admit, I jumped the gun and didn't watch Denise Mad Cow's video stream yesterday first before I started putting sugar shit on blast. But it's interesting how those setups will work. Just to let you know, right? Because I already said it once. Oh, hey, why isn't sugar shit being put on blast by Denise Mad Cow recently? Right? So they know I'm going to say something. Well, all of a sudden it's just Dave Acton and Cox. Right? They did Port Nietzsche's, right? No. Leaving sugar shit out. Right? So then all of a sudden she does say sugar shit's name, so sugar shit can go around, you should have watched that video first. You look stupid. It's a pretty good setup because you know I'm going to start blasting. So in the text messages that start flowing in, right, like a fucking Cosette novel, well, Miss Denise isn't saying my name because I'm not doing anything on YouTube. Well, then why in the hell is she saying Dave Acton's name? He's not doing anything on YouTube. So the logic behind this little double twist operation where you can get some shillbag like Skattie or the Urban Disciples in Grandma's backyard to start blasting people like they've really lived life, okay? They've really lived it up in their lives, right? Be able to get some little scumbags like that to just start blasting you, especially, if Cox said something wrong about you on the internet, like J-Man, right? And Mr. Jones. We're just not gonna let up on you, Cox, because you gave us a little slap. Well, what hurt so bad that Mr. Cox said? Can't repeat it. Can't repeat it. They just keep it. Well, we're gonna keep the pressure on you, Cox. What did Mr. Cox really do that hurt your fifi so bad? I'm very interested. So the double twist reverse is very interesting here. I'm going to get into this. Let's get into this a little bit more. I don't have much time today. We're going to make this quick.
I mean, it would be easy. Just throw all the blame off on Urban.
Right. Well, he is the man you'll love to hate for so much for some reason. They're UD and his tough guy clicks LARP. Let's just put it that way. And, you know, he can say, I don't read a script. Well, that's, when you're a good enough bluffer or actor, you can get sent a script and pretty much let it rip from there. And the director's going to be like, bravo, that was great, UD, the Muffin Man in the background. Oh, that was a great, great rendition of what I sent you, UD. Here's you $100. That's just the way it looks like to me, the way things are connected to be able to weaponize the Denise Mad Cow.
Who did all that? He's the one who told us that this was the code for this. He's the one. Look at his videos. It traces all back to him. Anton, we really have to have a contest. See who wins.
Right. There's maybe a reason why Spamton wasn't spamming very much. Urban, Grandma's Backyard Disciple, Tony, right? But he'll say, like Skattie, he'll spam him a little bit to say, well, I spam him too. Well, yeah, you'll do it a little bit to make it look like you're not working together, right? Oh, Spamton, you've got a lot to learn though, dude. At a young age, thinking you got life nailed down, right? These guys, Backyard Tough Guy, Urban Disciple, right? Grandma's Backyard Tough Guy, and Skattie Karate. These two are pathetic in life, okay? Because they got to go around and say how everybody else is so pathetic. But I mean, Ken and Barbie in Huntington Beach, okay, right? Doing his mini bottles in between freaking jobs. Maybe down in the pump house, slamming his mini bottles after he had a 6-pack going to work. I'm just projecting like everybody else does. Oh my gosh. But hey, sometimes when I project, it does become true. Sometimes the comedy is, you just gotta let the comedy flow, and then lo and behold, later on, like a Glenda type situation, how what's truth, right? He's funny, you just gotta let him go, and then later on you give him the overhand, right? Or a swift kick to the head, like if Skattie Karate wants to get funky with me. You know what I'm saying? Knockout number 9, Skattie. Come anywhere near me, it'll be knockout number 9. Just to let you know.
But you know what I mean? So Denise, one of these days, you really have to come up here and tell me why he did that. What happened? Where did we get lost? I mean, at first you were like, oh, yay, I'm telling you about stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm part of a pedophile ring with Agent 19 and Monograph. And I am the bouncer.
Well, you know, that just kind of, right there, that kind of makes me think, okay? That at one time he may have been cool with Denise Mad Cow and their little crew making videos with them. And then all of a sudden you get spit out. Or the case could be one is left behind. Oh, there's your controlled opposition for your tough guy clicks. Talking about the Denise Mad Cow on YouTube. Trying to align people with her. I think it's coming up, or did we pass it?
You know, I've asked you for years, well, what does a bouncer do, Denise? Can you please tell us? And this lady won't even face me. She'll go talk to Aaron V. Cox. She'll talk to Shizzle.
Oh, wow. She'll talk. See, there's that weaponizing and dumbing down of the English language again for your tough guy clicks in your grandma's backyard. Weaponize. Talk. They talk. And you know who else weaponized the Denise Mad Cow like that? Well, Sugar Shit did. As soon as she came onto my panel, I'm getting messages after that. How could you not press her? Well, you said something on YouTube about that, didn't you? Even after I gave Sugar Shit like a little cease and desist there, she wanted to continue on. Now there's a cease and desist put on me, right? Oh, wow. You see how that shit works? Isn't that great? But how how this Denise Mad Cow is weaponized, especially in the pred catchers community, right? Who she was supposed to go up on Nunya's panel, but that didn't happen. Then all of a sudden, Nunya gets put on blast by Denise Mad Cow. It's interesting how that controlled opposition works for the clicks and views. Maybe for the muffin bucks, ad revenue sharing and muffin bucks. Just wondering. But it's interesting how this Denise Mad Cow lady has been weaponized for your clicks and views, and so you can have your tough guy podcast in either, your ex-Terra going to the mountain, right? Getting your hamburgers through the drive-thru on the way to your mountain. Dude, you think you in your Xterra, Scotty, looking cool, going to the mountain, and back in your plastic bullshit dumbed down world? Huh, you guys? You really think doing podcasts in grandma's backyard, dancing to freaking Madonna like you got the freaking Michael Jackson glove going on, right? The thing is, I want people to expand out and just know that there's a little more, well, a lot more to life out there than your tough guy podcasts, either from your Ken and Barbie house or the pump room when you're slamming mini bottles thinking you're a tough guy with your fishing net in your pool. Okay, little more to life than what these guys are portraying on the internet that is life. Just saying. I mean, I don't want to sit here and brag about all the cool shit that I've done, but there's a reason why I'm sitting here on the internet going now, hey, I've lived a pretty cool life. And not even on the internet. I mean, I haven't gotten shit for doing anything on the internet besides harassment, right? But some good laughs, and that's what does make it worth it, because in the morning I like my ab workout. My good old ab workout in the morning, laughing at guys like this, man.
Never,
this is great.
Ever
this is
talk
great.
to your boy UD, and I'm wondering why. Why won't you just come and apologize to me and say, you know what, I was wrong, unless you don't believe you're wrong. Now that's going to be a whole different type of debate. Are you ready for that one?
Oh my gosh. I'm ready for a debate. I wonder when these guys want to start. Right? But you see, to weaponize the mad cow and have her come on my panel when there's a full panel and I didn't really want to press her because we're all having some good laughs, why not just have some good laughs? But it's on purpose so she can go onto the panel so people could say, he talks to her. Sugar shit, you didn't press her. You must be working with her. Phone's blowing up in the background. Why were you cool with her? Why didn't you press her? Why the fuck you press her? Start up your own panel. Okay, so here's the thing. Before all these cease and desist start flying around, okay, since I will do one once you start hitting my personal communications with novels and shit like that, and I go cease and desist. Fuck off, right? Doesn't mean the internet, blast the shit out of the internet, right? But keep it to the internet. But for some reason, even Sugar Shit endorses maybe her knowing something that's going to happen to Mr. Cox. I mean, I could show you the text messages right now if no one believes me. So, but she doesn't know what's going to happen. See, endorsing some of the bullshit and having to side with these effing losers like UD and Skattie after you get banned out of my chat because you went a little personal there. Let's put it that way. All right. And so you want to side with them because I don't want you around. Okay, you already screwed up enough by trying to insert disinfo that, well, more than likely, and misinfo on purpose or not knowing a lot of these people. And I go, dude, you're a liability. You got to get the fuck away from me. Okay, so once that happens and then you're still harassed, through both means. I mean, there's a difference between trying to hit up my personal communications and me having a chat room on the internet. Okay, all right. So everybody just go live your tough guy lives. If you got to file a restraining orders, do it. Okay, I got plenty of evidence to swing back and witnesses and so forth. All right, and plenty of more evidence. All right. So that's the thing. Your guys' LARP to once again try to shut Mr. Cox up. You've tried everything, and you go back to kind of square one, guilt by association. Use the mad cow when you can, especially to play fight with, your urban disciples, and China too. See, that's what I'm starting to think. Mr. Urban Disciples kind of with China, it was a light slap fight. It was just a light glove slap fight. Light slap fight with Denise Madcow, right? She calls him a groomer or something, right? That's all to me. That's all the play fight together. I'm just saying. So when I hear this guy, and I'm gonna have to let this roll, shut up. And but when I hear this guy talk, I just hear bullshit, 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 right? But he's the truth. He is the truth, right? Okay, okay.
I want to know where your evidence is.
Uh-huh.
We're not even going to go off videos spliced up on you. Those are, I didn't hear the full context, so I can't really go off of that. The wording is interesting, but I can't take that only for poking points to poke at you. But hopefully, maybe I'll put your name in the title. Maybe I'll do a whole different stream tomorrow and invite you to come up and talk about these things. It'll be an epic live stream. People will be recording this one. Don't you want some of that YouTube fame? You get that YouTube Grammy.
I shouldn't have when
Singing.
Sugar Shit wanted me to subscribe to Denise Mad Cow. I should have just told her, you know what? Piss off. Fight your own battle. Right? No, I was like, you know what? I am interested in a psychological operation. Why do you need me to watch Denise Mad Cow? Right? Back in the day. It was like a few years back. Maybe 4 years back. The same thing happened with Kickstand and Renee. Oh, this Tamara Wolf lady, they're doxing me. They're doxing me. You gotta watch her. It's too gross. I can't watch. Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye up. All of a sudden, she's blasting me. Why do people need you to watch the Denise Mad Cow? And all of a sudden, she's saying your name. I mean, that type of math is pretty easy. To me, anyway. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
These country songs. You know what I mean?
This guy's too boring on regular. We're going Tony Turbo. 1.25 speed.
Yeah, YouTube Oscars. I had to say it. I'm not referring to wieners, though. Denise. Yeah. But no, on a serious note, it would be much appreciated. Maybe we could work together, you and I. I've had some interactions with the gang. You've had some interactions with the gang. Aaron V. Cox is like the ringleader in your world, which
Oh, wow.
I think he's smart enough to pull it off. I'm not going to front on that. He probably is.
Man.
But
Some people, wow, we might need to go back to regular speed to get full context on that right there. The ringleader. Wow. Are they trying to gaslight law enforcement again? Just like Spamton just did. Trying to gaslight law enforcement because I'm using some props on the internet and acting tough guy too. I want to act tough guy. You guys want to act tough guy. I'm not threatening anybody. I didn't pull a Veritas 13 Fox or 13 Veritas Fox 13, whoever he was, and point the weapon at the camera, and then all of a sudden he's off the internet. You know what I'm saying? I show some props to show, not even in a threatening manner, wearing a coonskin hat. I mean, with shades on. Oh my God! Everybody call the freaking deputy sheriff and get the marshal's office. And
I've had some interactions with the gang. You've had some interactions with the gang. Aaron V. Cox is like the ringleader in your world.
Just to let you know, I haven't previewed this, so if I screw something up, oh my gosh, you screw something up on the internet, everybody start flogging. Oh man, it looks just horrible. Just looks horrible when you screw something up on the internet. Hey, at least I can admit when I screw up. It's fun. Sometimes the mistakes are fun. Let's keep going on this tough guy. Tough guy.
I think he's smart enough to pull it off.
Wow.
I'm not gonna front on that. He probably is.
Yeah. From my studio while I'm making videos on dorks. See, that's why these past few years I've pumped so much out. I don't have time to do 99% of what these guys are trying to accuse me of. Don't have the time. But I'm apparently the ringleader now of something. And that's what Denise Mad Cow would say. Even Sugar Shit try to push something on me kind of weird, like, you're a part of them. Okay, right. You look like a part of them for longer than me, man. Oh, interesting. Interesting how some people end up in the Camp Fellowmon. Was that supposed to happen? Right? later on down the road. I don't know. I'm just rolling with it, trying to have a few laughs, right? I'm not trying to threaten violence on anybody or have anybody go to anybody's house or try to have anybody's neighborhood flared or even put restraining orders on anybody. Blast away if you want. Try to keep it above the belt. And don't be like a Scotty Karate where you're a professional MMA guy, but you got to go around into the community and basically threaten civilians. You don't do that as a professional MMA guy. If you didn't know that, you just want to go fight anybody or make threats against people. You don't do that as a professional MMA guy. You keep it between you and Eric Shilkerson, and I'll come film it. That's what I've been trying to do. But anyway, jeez. You know, sugar shit. You say that if I would shut up, I wouldn't be talked about. Well, look what happened to Dave Acton. Right? Logic. Let's keep logic in this, people.
But he wasn't that smart.
Oh, wow.
Smart.
I was gonna say
really.
UD's giving me a little too much credit here.
Maybe one day he'll get there. Damn, look at this sad chat room. I look down and I see the same comment. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe people don't want to talk because those latest videos have been dropping. Now people are scared to come back in here. Like before.
Actually, UD, see, that's the tough guy projection. Hey, morning there. There's Scotty. How many beers are you in so far this morning? What time is it? Almost 8, probably. You already 3 beers in this morning? Anyways, man, tough guy projection here. Let's go back on that.
Look down and I see the same comment. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Maybe people don't want to talk because those latest videos have been dropping. Now people are scared to come back in here.
You know what? Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Not really scared. Been busy. Been quite busy, and got a little more going than just making videos and doing streams from your Xterra, your chick Xterra, and Grandma's backyard.
Before, so funny. You know, Urban Disciples, the crazy one. He's talking about codes and things. Like, you guys have never heard of this. They were the ones saying it in the stream. That's where I got the idea from them. And people fail to see this. No, people that fail to see it are just like part of this weird. I'll take words from Tamara. It's a kitty cult. Come on now.
Wow.
They got kitties all over the place. Avatars. And they go, well, it just means nothing. It's just a picture of my pet.
I don't know. I think it might be actually a clash of the kitty versus the puppy mill for clicks and views. I'm just saying. Oh no, here we go.
Man, I guess people do love their cats. I just am not an animal worshiper like that. Excuse me for just not understanding. Not trying to infer anything.
Scotty. You think I'm on a downward spiral because, well, that might be the mush brain you got from all the alcohol. You need to project out because a tough guy like you doesn't need to go around and tell people, just the general public, that they need to bury them in the desert. That's not professional as a fighter. That's unbecoming of a professional fighter. But Eric Shilkerson did it. Man, you guys are the best opponents. I mean, why can't you make that happen, Scotty? Are you two play fighting? That's the way it looks. You and Eric Shilkerson having to do damage control for Mark Connors. That's the way it looks. That's not a downward spiral. That's calling you out what I see. Oh my gosh, if I'm wrong. Well, Fellowmon was wrong about Scotty getting intimate with his students. That's okay, though. That's all right. Even though when Fellowmon has 100% proof, oh, it's on. and we got the clip and playing it. He got the proof on you, Skattie, but that's okay. That is all right. Downward spiral. Dude, I'm doing actually some pretty kick-ass artwork right now. Actually finishing up some bar stools and giving them my own, let's say, design and art. Oh my gosh. That's a downward spiral to Skattie. You dork.
Never know, man. You know, we are in the day and age where it's going to be acceptable for Sally to have sex with a pit bull and marry it and put a ring on his finger.
All right. So he's a gross pig. He likes to project out that sick shit. Wow. Ugh. All right. Clicks and views. Clicks and views, everybody. Get your Skattie clicks and views. This is good right here, Skattie. Since you're listening in. Oh man, this is a good one. Make sure this is going here. Should be. Yup. All right. I don't know if it's gonna be too loud or not.
Wise wisdom and deep thoughts from Skattie Karate.
ABC would. Well, I think ABC really clearly. I think Urban was saying it earlier on his stream this morning.
I think he's admitting he's got no content, so he's got to watch everybody else to have something to talk about on his stream. Just saying.
Yeah, like Aaron, the fact anytime if you give him opposition and if you don't agree with him about something, he gets like really strange and particular, and he goes into this like over talking and like these childish antics and like
wow. Okay, so when you got the evidence on something, and my philosophy is I usually don't like to talk about things that I don't have the evidence on unless we are clearly speculating, right? So the thing is, when you've got the evidence on a subject, but you got somebody who goes, well, like Skattie, that doesn't have any content, all of a sudden you're childish because you're trying to present your side of the argument. So what really is the reason why Mr. Skattie is there? Because when you've got the evidence and proof, like the main supporter giving thousands of dollars to the sicko, right? But he's still got to assign who's the main supporter, right? But that's over talking. Oh my gosh. So you go to play the evidence, but he dumps you off his panel. See what I'm saying? Wow, this is great, dude. So childish.
He really has no ability to like coexist with people that don't know how to agree with him. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard to like socialize yourself if you can't.
Please don't socialize yourself around what I do, Mr. Skattie. It's not advisable to plastic little soy boys that are caught up in California drunk driving around at your pool boy job. See what I'm saying? Hitting mini bottles in between jobs on the road.
Deal with like conflict resolution in a grown-up way, and he acts childish.
So his way of dealing with conflict resolution is to get hammered drunk, especially that 6-pack before work.
And it seems like he's so emotionally small that you challenge him.
So you've got a lot of life experience, college, graduated high school, so forth, right? Lived in Alaska, man, that's emotionally small to him. And Mr. Pool Boy caught in Hollywood, right? Well, Huntington Beach, but anyway.
He takes it so personally that he goes into this onslaught of tactics and behaviors. It's almost clinical.
It's called debating. You learn about that in college courses. You can take college course level debating courses. I mean, you can do it in high school too, right? I was always interested in it. Debating. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Get your evidence and present your point, and then be able to have a retort or have somebody go, hey, I don't agree with that. But the evidence is there. Well, you don't agree with it. Don't agree with it then. Right? Then why have a debate on it?
Wow. It's not my position to diagnose him. Oh, nice. It's ready?
Wow. Incredible.
You brought it all the way to me, but
All right. Well, Mr. Alcoholic Skattie is trying to diagnose people as he's deflecting away from his drunk driving habits, and just got such a great life. He's got to drink it away in mini bottles while he's at work.
it's gonna be shit right there. I might have to.
This is
Did you put all the
we've
stuff in the sink?
this is what we've been reduced down to, America. Little cuck boys that got 8 knockouts, 3 wins, but they're going to go around, and as a professional fighter, you don't go around to the general public saying you want to fight them, right? Or you're going to bury them in the desert, right? And then I go, oh, okay, get close to me, dude. I'll kick you in the head and give you knockout number 9. Then you said you were going to fight me, Cox. No, I'll defend myself. See, there's a difference, right? But anyway, man, this guy's brilliant. Welcome to America. The pussification of America, especially in Huntington Beach, is working well.
Let's see if Scotty's got anything to say about that. Got anything to say about that, Scotty? No, he's just hoping somebody crashes and burns. That's he's waiting for. Okay. See, I want people to go out and experience more life, especially if shit might be coming down the pipe. Just saying. I've always been saying that, hey, shit coming down the pipe they're trying to portray, right? You might want to go out and enjoy nature before it's all toasted up or whatever's going to happen. Just saying, I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I've already done cool enough shit in my life that I'm at work and you are insane. Yeah, that's what a state actor would say. And that's actually in the, let's say, the anti-venom manual. A state actor is going to come out and say, you're crazy. okay, Denise Scotty Mattow. Another grandson of the mad cow. It's interesting how they got their little handler ladies out there to have their little, either their sons or their grandsons. Huh. All right, well, I'll play this. I got some stuff to take care of, and we'll see if I need to jump in somewhere. Oh, Scotty, this is from last night.
Wow.
Scotty's being
the
tough.
community drunkard, Skattie, here is going to explain to everybody how he puts his pinky in the air when he drinks his wine, but he can't smell the wine. He's kind of complaining here about something about can't smell the wine, maybe because he's been knocked out so many times and it messed up his nasalers. Something like that. It's really interesting. I think that's what happened there. I don't know. Maybe he's gotten sick recently and maybe not even wearing a mask in his neighborhood. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he wants to nitpick at every little thing, right? Wow. Driving drunk around in your neighborhood, Skattie. I'm telling you, your neighbors, since you want to bring it up, right? Maybe your neighbors need to be advised that, you're running around town, not with a mask, right? Which I don't want to really debate that, but since we're nitpicking, right? And then drinking those mini bottles and on the road and in between you doing your pool jobs, right, Skattie? Maybe his neighbors need to know about all these little things he's doing in his life. If you want to be nitpicky, let's get nitpicky. Let's have fun with it then. Let's flower each other's neighborhoods.
I'm a bad influence. Oh, faggoty ass Cox is here. You're not blocked, Cox. I'll go check. Pretty sure. Make sure you put your pinky in the air when you're drinking wine, like Skattie. What, dude? I wine fag out, but I feel like I've been wine fagging for the past couple of years, but I really haven't been dialing my nose because I can't really even smell the wine until like a week or two ago. Now I've been granted. It's like
Skattie, I'm actually pretty anti-mask in a sense, but since you want to be nitpicky like a little plastic soy boy bitch, I'm game. Let's get nitpicky. Let's get stupid.
I was blind and now I can see. It's like Saul on the road to Damascus, becoming Paul. It's like I've met Jesus and he's given me my scent back.
All right, I actually got to mute for a second.
Unfortunately, in a weird way. But yeah, it was kind of my come to Jesus moment with my proverbial scent. My brain is now working again. Mother, may I? Yeah, so I've been faggy as fuck with my wine, if you didn't know. You must not. Who the fuck is this guy? I've been drinking old world wine, new world wines. I've been drinking high-end wine all over town. I could have bought you fucking 3 kayaks with the amount of money I spent on wine in the past year. So nice try. I think Aaron forgot how to kayak, so that or like
if you could only equate the wine to as much whining as you're doing on the internet, dude, you're spending a lot of money on whining. And now he's going to this kayak thing. This is kind of interesting.
he's scared. He may have gotten scared because to leave the house because Anton might be waiting. Anton's brother might be waiting to take out Aaron.
Wow.
Better watch out, Aaron. You got Anton's rolling deep. We thought Anton is not an only child. We'll just put it that way. Okay. Fair warning.
Hey, I'm wondering, Skattie, I mean, since you guys are such great doxers and everything, when are you guys going to dox yourselves? You're so pro doxing and everything. Just saying, you're pro doxing. Anton's all pro doxing. Dox yourself, right? He's going to dox his neighbor. You know what I'm saying? That's some tough guy shit. I've doxed myself on purpose.
Better stay in that fucking house, Aaron.
Oh, wow.
Don't leave.
Maybe I'm a little busy working on projects, and I put fishing and going out to the wayside for a little while. And while I'm working in my shop trying to knock stuff out, man, I could do some streaming while I'm listening and give some commentary. Oh my gosh.
Because Anton will find you.
Yeah, and Anton's not going to leave his little safe space in his girly gaming chair. Just to let you know, his girlfriend's intercooled and got quad cores and, yeah, just saying, and a mouse and a keyboard.
Okay, yeah, so back to that. Did they get the guy? Hold on. Did they get the guy? And Anton did verify that I had to give him the number after the fact that Aaron, he already had my number, which he got from you, and then Anton got your number from me after he already got it from you. So that was verified. Oh, an eagle. We saw an eagle.
But you see, he leaves out the most important detail that he doxed my number first. That's some Karen shit right there. Let's go back a little bit. That's just amazing. Wow. Oh, no, wait a minute. I can't go back on this. Yeah, well, let's see.
Aaron is Jewish. Don't be anti-Semitic. You don't have to.
No, I'm Dutch. And just by the way, for your little Jewish Holocaust LARP that you're doing there, just because parts of Holland were bombed doesn't mean they were bombing Jews. They're still bombing Dutch people, asshole.
Like him. So wait, don't be anti-Semitic. So wait. Don't be anti-Semitic. You have to like him. Oh, okay. I got it. Skattie can't admit. No, what I'm saying is Anton didn't get your number from when I aired your number and you didn't answer. Remember when I told you I was going to call you when you were... I haven't even showed my phone records how you were heckling me all morning when I was working and trying...
After you're letting, dox accounts go through your chat, some really derogatory shit, and I call you, and he twists this around, okay? I call him, I go, dude, are you cool with all that doxing going on in your chat? Especially, they're doxing me, dude. Are you cool with that? What's going on? He's got to twist it around. Oh, Cuck's called him, said crying a bit. No, I just wanted to know his reaction. And until I got his reaction, I was going to keep calling him a little bit. So then he doxes my number, and then, oh my gosh, now it's all Cox's fault somehow after he doxes my number,
I
right?
get my car registered.
Oh.
Yeah, that morning where I could actually show you my DMV record.
Hashtag willing participant, you spineless little plastic Aquino soldier bitch.
Of the same day in my phone records when you were calling me, Aaron. Remember that fucking day? And then I said, fuck this. And you said, oh, you're not even live right now. So I said, oh, fuck that. I'm going to go home and we're going to do this live. And then I said, I'm going to call you. I literally was I talked to you. I was at that place getting I came right home and I called you. You didn't answer. And no one cares, Aaron. Oh, Aaron's fucking brain doctors won't be able to contact him. Tell me again how you're a victim, because Anton left you so many messages that your doctors won't be able to find. Is that your AIDS doctor or your mental health professional? Which one of your doctors, Aaron? I don't want to get in the way of your AIDS doctor or your mental health professionals. Or was it a different doctor? How many doctors do you need, Aaron? Is it just one doctor, or do you have several? Or do you take several medications, Aaron? I wouldn't be surprised. Question mark, question mark. Cox does sucks. Sucks, Cox is like an expression, and they named it after Aaron. Like, you heard of sucking cock? That was Aaron. Aaron made that up. Or, after the kids made fun of him in school.
Wow, that's some pretty good projection.
But no, Aaron, you also...
What he should be doing is worrying about Eric Shilkerson's doctors and wanting to fight him. Let's just keep it there. You got plenty of people lined up to fight Skattie, but for some reason, I'm more important. I think you should be getting a hold of Eric Shilkerson's doctor. That way, if he's got any diseases while you're on the mat with him. Just saying.
Okay, let's be honest, Aaron. I told you to stop saying certain people's names that were my friends.
Oh.
And you fuck with my friends, you're going to get the fucking horns, bro.
Right.
And,
so after your friends want to go on Shizzle's panel and call me some derogatory shit, and so it's like game on from there, right? So once again, somebody wants to pick a fight, right? And then, oh, Cox slapped back at me. Okay, now you're the victim of Cox. Lots of Cox victims around the YouTube streets for some reason.
I don't care, Aaron. You have nothing.
There's
You're
fantasy
fucking
words.
FEMA camp material.
Wow,
Aaron.
FEMA camp material, and I got nothing. No one ever, forever, nobody, always, in your fantasy boy, little soy boy world, in Plasticville.
No one cares at any point.
Wow, anything,
About
there
your
you
feelings.
go. Always, forever.
You support fucking pedos.
Wow.
I should go like...
Wow. So, see, he's got a lot of fantasy there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the fantasy out in a BOLO, read the description box, that this guy likes to drive around drunk. Now, you never know what could be the truth there. But I'm saying I don't support pedos. He's the one that's not really busting out Eric Shilkerson for his suicide LARP with Mr. Connors. Just saying, for some reason. I think that's pretty important because there's more school shootings happening. And by, lots of false flag shit happening. And that guy's been involved with some false flag shit in the past. Proven, or else I wouldn't be talking about it. Right? But guys that are doing false flag events around the country, possibly, you got connections to admirals and generals and even cartel, that guy's not important at all. Not at all in Skattie's world. Right? And platforming Predward recently. That's not important at all. Right? Wow. Just make sure you keep pressure on the sex offenders and that main supporter, Flathead there. That's pretty important. Okay? I don't support them. I'll troll them. Right? And that's what I did. But then they're weaponizing these sickos that he's even worked with before, huh, Scotty? You've worked with Mark Connors yourself, but really don't, once again, you kind of lightly slap him around, kind of like Denise Mad Cow would do. You know what I'm saying? Kind of lightly slap around Urban Disciple so he can talk about her. They've weaponized sickos plenty. I've got the evidence and proof of that, how they've weaponized sickos to put next to somebody that's over the target, got lots of traction. But hey, you just keep weaponizing those sickos there, Scotty, so you can deflect away that you've been platforming Predward. Okay.
All your neighbors
and driving around drunk.
Sure. I should make them like DVDs, or I don't even know, like zip drives of your fucking audio defending a fucking pedophile, Eric. That's what happened. You defended a pedophile. And now you're trying to lie.
I trolled the shit out of all of them to figure out who the main supporter was. But he doesn't want to believe that. He's got to keep on his shill script narrative. Right? Right, Scotty?
You did it. And that's the big thing. And like, your neighbors should know that you have a fucking lying, pedo defending weirdo living around you. I should go inform all your neighbors, honestly.
Right. And we should inform all of Scotty's neighbors that recently he platformed a CP suspect, and maybe let all the parents of your students know that you've been accused of being intimate or a little too intimate with your students, driving around the neighborhood drunk, worked with a pedo in the past, and platformed a CP suspect recently. I mean, if you want to get, lowball and tit for tat and stupid, I might have a little fun set aside to retort to somebody like that. Want to start paper flying the neighborhoods? Might be fun. You know what I'm saying? After you dox my number, right? After Sugar Shit wants to do some stupid shit, and I even give her a cease and desist, she still wants to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then when I swing back, okay, you want to keep going, I swing back, and then all of a sudden you're the victim and people need restraining orders. Oh man, here we go.
That's what I should do.
You should do it.
I can check if that's legal. I don't think it's, I don't see why. You made the news. Your neighbors might want to know that they have a fucking pedo defending. Yeah, wow. I should come to your fucking neighborhood and give all your neighbors the audio.
Yeah, and I should tell all your neighbors how you like to weaponize those pedos. Right? You weaponize them, and then you don't really do anything about them. You like to weaponize them. Is that some deflecting from maybe being intimate with your students? Huh, Scotty? I'm just saying. I'm just fantasizing. I mean, this sounds like fun. You want to come paper flyer my neighborhood? I mean, I can go one step farther too and get really let's say creative with it. And Scotty, that's what you don't have. Hey, what's up, Shade? That's what you don't have, Scotty. Is the way that the creativity is laid out. You got to suck off the creativity. Just saying.
Thanks. I'll give them like a email. I'll send it to them digitally.
Wow.
And I don't think that would be unjustified. I think you deserve it when you defend pedos. Wow. And especially if you have like young neighbors, like they should the parents of your neighbors might want to know about your online activities, Aaron.
Wow. See, that's some really good projection there, Scotty. Wow, we gotta put that. No, you like to do some fanatical shit. We've just been proving it in the last few minutes. And since we're fantasizing, so you like to fantasize about shit. So let's get fanatical, and I'll let everybody know that you're drunk driving around your neighborhood. I mean, should we go there? Maybe sometimes my comedy fantasy projection sometimes turns out right. All of a sudden, Scotty's sober. He's off the wagon, right? I thought rehab was for quitters there, Scotty. But are you just gonna have to cut back on your drinking and driving for a little while? Just wondering, right? Because maybe Cox is starting to call you out. You want to call me out, dude? Trust me, man. I can I can figure out a little bit more than your average little predward. Just saying, right? And what you can pull off the surface, Scotty, or what your puppy mill mommy is feeding you.
Just saying. I mean, I think I would be doing the community, your community, a favor by informing them of the scumbags that live
Wow.
around them named you,
Wow.
Aaron V. Cox. So yeah, and then Aaron, yeah, you're all mad about putting your name in titles, but you do it to other people, so it's good for the fucking goose. It's good
I
for
definitely, yeah, doxing criminals and dirty cops. Yeah. So if I put your name in the title and you've got a criminal record and I'm doing awareness, like community awareness, I mean, that's, I believe, is legal. So I try to keep it to criminals, maybe like OJM, right, with a shady criminal past, and even code his name in the past. But because I did that, these guys, that's their reason to keep their, little shillbag buddies on me. Like Fellowmon, huh?
gander. I never even put your name in a title, but I should. I might have called you Cucks in my title. AV Cucks.
Yeah, and I put I put Skattie in the title. Skattie.
AV Cucks likes to sucks.
Wow, you know what? Is that that's some pretty good gay projection to then go to this right there. Isn't that some amazing shit? He likes to fantasize about dicks in the morning, and then project people are fantasizing about children. It was Fellowmon fantasizing about you being intimate with your children, your students. There, Scotty. Was that fantasy that he was projecting out that he's got the evidence and proof on? Just, I'll wait on that.
Oh my God! I did the what's truth got to do with it? Got to do with it.
Man,
I think
he's definitely better at the female version karaoke.
Really heard
Than, like, let's say Eric Shilkerson, your counterpart there, Scotty. Your counterpart Eric Shilkerson is pretty good at those female vocal leads on karaoke. Also, you two are pretty good. You guys are a good match. You guys should fight, and I don't know why it's not happening. Are you guys play fighting? I'm wondering.
that in my car yesterday, and my girlfriend's like, "What's truth got to do with it?" And so yeah, I taught her well. So even she knows the Patrick What's Truth. Is that Tina Turner? That's Tina Turner, right? Scotty, this sounds like a good idea. Just get ready when I swing back. But Aaron, I never defended pedos. So you did.
Why are you defending Mark Connors, the unregistered offender? And how is it defending when I even call him a pedo myself? That's where they're caught up at. In your little loop of a LARP, Scotty. Why haven't you been putting any pressure on Mark Connors? Why are you platforming CP suspects? See, that's why I did what I did. Said this many times. To bring out this type of hypocrisy. So instead of Scotty, he's so worried about this rodent character, but he's not doing anything to him. He actually sided with Fellowmon with the main supporter. So who's on the downward spiral here, Scotty?
Well, Aaron, anytime you want to come to Orange County to get that ass whooped, you can come sign your name on the line with all the rest of the YouTubers that never showed up. Aaron fake fighting talks. I don't defend CP suspects. I think that if he's guilty, they should hit him with the fucking hammer.
Yeah, Skattie, I don't think I was sitting there saying, let's fantasize about kids. Now let's throw some fantasy into it. Okay, you're the one that needs to for some reason weaponize victims, children, pedos. You weaponize them without really doing anything about them. You've been platforming them. You go by We the People Tyrant Wars and their information where they sided with the rodent to exchange information on James Thayer and his children and where they go to school. You platform them, platform Predward, platform Glenda. You're batting 1,000 like Eric Shilkerson with this sound. Big
now,
mic
if he
drop.
was guilty, then you would defend him like you did Beware Mouse, or What's Truth did to Melvin Spangler. It's Melvin Spangler, right?
See, why? Okay.
What's Truth?
Why weaponize the sickos and not even get their name right? Let's put it that way. Just like he weaponized the victim of the rodent. Didn't even know her name, didn't even know how she was killed. Just weaponized her. Huh. A possible, well, more than likely, a left-wing trap house for wayward teens to try to put them back into their little system in Canada, and he's weaponizing a trap house. Somebody got trapped up into it. Yeah. Skattie, you've been kicked in the head a lot, dude. You've been knocked out 8 times, about to be 9. Okay. And you still aren't getting things right. Just to let you know. But we'll continue on with this charade.
Melvin Spangler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any students' parents. I have, and yeah, your students' parents. We're gonna find out. You platformed to see. See, I love that you say that, Aaron, because you've actually platformed them too. So there's that.
Right. See, there's a big difference between platforming somebody that's been reeled in, and you think you're reeling it into some real tough, heavy swingers. Yeah, you're stupid, Skattie. But anyways, you think you reeled in, this let's say sicko to these heavy hitters, saying they're heavy hitters, but they don't do anything about it. It seems as though that sicko was there to weaponize. That way, when somebody reeled him in, all the other little controlled opposition little shills can go, oh, you're buddies with that guy. Well, see, the big difference here is you guys weaponized CP suspect Predward, put him on your panel, and gave him a platform to weaponize him, not to reel him in. Same thing with, who else was doing that recently? Man, this is all recently. Isn't that interesting? Using sickos as a weapon to try to shut other people up, so they insert certain sickos to weaponize, to try to associate with other people to shut them up. The main supporter sides with Fellowmon, which is platformed on Skattie's little platform there. Isn't that interesting? Yes, Skattie's chat. Skattie's chat is so important, right? Huh. You guys are so interested and wrapped up in that chat room that you didn't even know for a year that a sicko was leaving comments on a Threeness's channel. You guys can't police your own little sector, but you like to weaponize that same sicko, Corey Steele, against people, but you can't even catch him up in your own camp.
Aaron, we all know that he doesn't even like me. He doesn't even come around here. He only came here to fight you, and you were scared.
No, I don't need to panel up and fight with a CP suspect on a shill stream where there's already been legal activity around this stream. Just saying.
You talk a lot of shit in the chat.
Well, when I say legal activity, means some court cases and people got charges and a woman lost her kids around your stream. You're the one that likes to platform your buddies so they can go on and tell a single mom that they're gonna RHAP their her children in the hiney. That came from your panel. And then that woman apparently lost her children because she didn't report that, and that was putting her children in danger, Scotty. That's the story I got, but you're not changing it. You say you got the real story, what happened, but you're not releasing that, apparently, for some reason. I mean, we both don't like that woman, but she didn't deserve to have her children removed from her house because she wouldn't report your buddy that said that they wanted to do not nasty things to her. Is that some good fantasy, Scotty? That's happened on your panel. She didn't report your buddy and lost her children because she didn't report your buddy. But he's talking about fantasy here, Scotty. You're talking about some really fantasy shit that's been twisted around on the surface, fed to you because you're a loser and you're easy to have your string pulled.
You won't really ask those tough questions. And then Aaron is now like the guy I saw. He's got some cringy fucking redneck like I'm going to find. Yeah, your friends are going to go help some guy get rehab, Aaron. And Aaron, whatever you think you have on me having Edward on panel is nothing compared to what you've done with Beware Mouse. Not even.
No, so here, once again, okay, I'll reel them in for some tough guys to try to take down. You want to talk tough? Let's get tough, right? But when you do that, right, all of a sudden they weaponize these people, okay? They weaponize also Predward on your panel. You weaponize them, period. Let them there. You weren't pressing them. You were platforming them. Just like Eric Shilkerson was platformed by OJM and Fellowmon. But they're also up in your camp. They've been back and forth in his streams and his sock accounts, helping him out recently. Dude, you're play fighting. That's the way it looks. Maybe somebody needs to come and check on Scottie to see if he needs rehab. That would be the man thing to do. Since nobody else will step up, like with Jeff. Nobody else from the internet will step up and go and knock on Jeff's door and go, dude, you might need rehab, or you're all right. Maybe Scottie needs the same thing. Somebody to go check on him to make sure he's not drinking and driving during the day, putting other lives in danger, and maybe he needs rehab. I don't know. We're just saying, okay? That's not fake news. You peddle fake news, Scottie. Lots of it. Lots of fantasy.
So have fun
So
with that.
I like having fantasy hour then. Let's have story time.
It's like you trying to hit me with a ruler and me having a fucking samurai sword. It's like you're gonna hurt me with that ruler? Like what? This is like
so
my
why does a tough guy, professional MMA guy, have to mess around with the general public? Why can't you keep it in the ring with other professional fighters and fight Eric Shilkerson? Why can't that happen, Scottie? You always put it on him and then he puts it on you. You guys look like you're play fighting for clicks and views. That's the way it looks to me.
mom threatening me
Maybe
with a
other
wooden
people too.
spoon, or she had her friend do that. Like, I'm not very scared of your threat there. So there you go. And Scottie's neighbor's going to know that he drives drunk around the neighborhood. We're going to drive drunk. We're going to drive around drunk neighborhood there. Scottie, I'm gonna actually post this. Does this make any sense? Well, I guess you picked a good time to rat me out for driving drunk, because I'm now on the wagon. So.
There you go.
Sucks to be
See,
you, buddy.
you're almost gonna
Scottie's
get
neighbor's going to know that he
you're
drives
almost
drunk.
gonna get caught. So dry up real quick, huh, Scotty? You little dork. It probably won't last long though, huh? Because the other times where you maybe dried up a little bit, it doesn't last long, more than a couple of days, like Jeff.
We're going to drive around drunk neighborhood there. Okay. So you're gonna inform my neighbors that I'm driving drunk by driving drunk around the neighborhood there. Okay. So that'll be great. Drunk drive. That totally makes sense, Aaron. Okay. Then again, it's Aaron. So there's that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to you, Scotty. That doesn't make sense to you. You wanna maybe threaten to paper flyer my neighborhood. Well, I'll let your neighbors know that you're driving drunk around in the neighborhood. Okay. Why doesn't that make sense to you? Are you that wet-brained? Huh. All right, dude.
Yeah, and I would definitely, like, if Ed came on, I would ask him some questions. I literally wasn't expecting him to come on that night. And
you sure
I was actually hoping that Aaron would come on.
You sure gave him some street corner there, though. Let him pull up on some turf. Right? Added to the attacks there from a CP suspect. No, Scotty, that's because you're wet brain, dude. Wow. Maybe that's just because you were drunk and you couldn't see straight. No, and I got it. Scotty's neighbor's going to know that he drives drunk around the neighborhood. See, you want to get nitpicky on these little things and try to twist it around. You can post all day long to your heart's content, dude. You want to have a fantasy show? We're going to have a fantasy show. It's going to be fun. But dude, you might need some serious help. I mean, the way you want to fight civilians instead of fight the professional. Okay. Wow.
But Aaron was too much of a pussy. But yeah, next time if Edward ever does come back around, I'll probably have to re-listen to some of this stuff. No, because I did have some questions.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, Edward is not convicted.
Oh my gosh. You are clearly unhinged. Yeah, well, you're an amateur too for having 8 knockouts back in 2014 and talking this big game, but none of y'all are fighting. I'm just saying. So, as far as me being unhinged, I'm just sitting here having some fun blasting a dork on the internet.
At least of what you're the worst of what you're saying is. So, and if he was, I would take severe issue with that. Unlike what you did, Aaron, let's be honest, you did not take offense to Beware Mouse's transgressions. Now, did you? And
yeah, I was actually disgusted by what was going on there. But the thing is, once again, I reeled in a sicko for you guys to try to take care of. You weaponized him, and I was hoping you guys would do something about him so I could keep on looking into police corruption. That's what I went to college for. But that's all a LARP, huh? The oversight of dirty cops trafficking possibly women and children and shit like that, getting them fucked up, high, raped, shit like that, and then then the officer gives the admission, and then, you know, that they did that, and then kills himself, right? That's pretty important, where people aren't looking into that type of stuff, right? You guys like to look at the sick shit, right? That's you guys. I haven't ever been into that. See what I'm saying? Right? You guys like to do and look into the sick shit. I don't. So why couldn't you guys keep pressure on the sicko, like Mark Connors and that rodent and all these other sickos that you like to talk about and weaponize? It's
You defended him,
stupid.
and now
It's
you're
stupid.
lying and tried to say that you did everyone a favor by not getting them sued and shit like that. Like, no one's scared of Mouse suing them. Like, if you call the guy something he is, it's not slander. You can't sue me.
Yeah,
Well-
that's what I was trying to tell people back in the day, what he was trying to do. But because 303 stepped up and challenged that, Mr. 303, here's your 303 case. There, Mr. Scottie Shilkerson. That 303 case put the squash on him trying to slip out of people putting him on blast in public. And they're trying to set precedent so people can't put RSOs on blast. It's a little bit bigger. Think back to Lepo days and Fort Collins there, Scottie. Put that math together. And a lot of people listening in, you're not going to know what that means, but Fort Collins has had some weird shit going on there. More than just a sicko RSO stalking a family. For why? So the daddy puts him back on blast, and then the RSO tries to put a restraining order on him. Didn't work. But people sided with that RSO because they needed it to work. Poor dirt farmer. Who else? There was a few people there. But you see, until you know about that 303 case and the dynamic of what it created and stopped, but opened up as far as being able to put an RSO on blast publicly. See what I'm saying?
And well, we probably could sue you for the shit that you say that isn't true, because that's slander. But when it's actually true, Aaron, it's not slander. So I guess you're missing that whole like logic thing again. So maybe you could work on that. So there's that. Oh, we're gonna go in. We also have to take Shizzle's wrench. We're gonna see who's gonna lose the most, or who's gonna get the most votes. Patrick, What's Truth, CMN, Cucks, or Shizzle? Who is the most hated?
Why are these idiots so interested in suing? Just like Spamton, right? Puts out the video, docs video. Anybody wants to sue this guy, there you go, he lives there. Oh, okay, right? Calling the cops, contacting neighbors. You know who else does that, Scottie? Malibu. Why do you keep playing the same playbook as Malibu? You have been playing along her same playbook for, let's say, 6 months. She also threatened to have the neighborhood paper flyered. She also weaponized a cone, and she also said that she was going to have me arrested and have a news crew there to film it. It's a lot of the same playbook there going on, Scotty, as you in Malibu. Just saying.
And now it's funny. Now he's really at here and trying to be like, yeah, Sugar Shine, you teamed up with Philomon. Like, Aaron, is so butthurt about Philomon. It's pretty comical. And to hear his anger come through his Sugar Shine. What happened, Aaron? Aaron, did I hit you with too much fucking logic? You didn't want to come back at those logical talking points about slander and what isn't slander, right?
Yeah, it just to let you know, Sugar Shit, if you really want to have a back and forth, we will you let Scotty, you dumbass. You're the one that let, oh my God, look at this guy. You're the one that had finding bench warmers on your panel, doxing sheriff's departments and to call them because Mr. Cox needs to be put under investigation. See, here's the thing. If Sugar Shit really wants to have a slap back and forth, okay, I'm ready. And I don't want to have to do that. I know that she doesn't want to have to do that, but it's a flex to try to have me do it. That way, once again, somebody could be the victim and sue Mr. Cox and call the cops and get a restraining order. You guys need me to shut up with your delusions. For me, sometimes the truth is funnier than the fiction. So you present the truth and people say you're a liar. Well, there you go. We're having a fun shit show now, aren't we, huh, Scotty?
But no, I will joke around. I mean, I make some jokes about Aaron having AIDS. I don't know if he has AIDS, but I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I can't. I just make some jokes. But he says so much dumb shit that, I'm not going to let this guy get off that easy. I'm not going to let this guy. And yeah, dude, I wish you come to fucking my town. You get sent home sideways. I wish you would. We also have a mortuary science place. So if you were looking to get you could come to get your burial needs really close to my house. We could make that happen for you. I could probably get maybe a discount on a burial plot. If that would be, unless you're into the cremation thing, we could do that too. I'm just saying, I live very close to the mortuary science place. So I'll put in a good word for you guys. Gets you the YouTube discount. Aaron, just saying. Fluids.
Yeah, and Scotty, I know you're really, like I said, you've been hitting the head a few times, 8 times as a matter of fact, real hard. Got some knockouts there. The thing is, you're not going to address what the premise of the argument is that your buddy finding bench warmers put out a sheriff's department number on your stream for people to call and to do an investigation on Mr. Cox. Okay, that's what you're gonna slip around, and especially slip around that you doxed my phone number first. See what I'm saying? These guys have to slip away from them needing to attack first. And then, oh, Cox slapped me around a long time ago and he deserves it. Huh, well, what did Mr. Cox do that hurt your fifis? Well, he just slapped me around on the internet. Okay, did he say you look goofy? Was it doxing? No, it was maybe said something stupid on a chat room. And then all of a sudden, your family members are getting doxxed by J-Man, which you platform, and Felomon, which you platform. Because why? Why would Mr. Cox be all upset about Mr. Felomon for some reason? Well, they wanted to have a tennis match in my comments section first, once again, first. So I record their voice, make them sound funny, and then they get all bent out of shape. And now we got serious issues for Mr. Cox's freedom of expression and artwork and speech and all this other freedom to publish and so forth, right? That's an internal audit. And you stepped right into the doo-doo trap, Scotty. And I'm just trying to give you a pass here because you've been kicked in the head a few many times. All right, anyways, let's continue on for this just for a few more minutes. I actually got to get going. And this is about a half an hour's worth here. Let's go another few minutes and maybe we'll get to the rest at another day.
F1 made to the chat, Zuhair.
Oh yeah. Oh, real quick. Yeah, he's got that Zuher character up in his stream there. And it's interesting because I think Zuher was LARPing, and I think that was in Zero's chat a couple years ago. And Zuher was actually proclaiming that he was in a war zone and you guys don't have bombs going off around you. Hit up my Cash App type thing with Zuher. That's who you like to hang around with, Scotty, especially the guy that likes to come on your panel and tell single moms that they, what he wants to do to her children. And then she loses her children. See, and that's what Scotty isn't putting in the chat. Interesting. A few more minutes.
Yeah, I apologize. We have some fake Holocaust supporters like Aaron here. He said his parents were in the Holocaust, which I don't think, unless they were really old, I don't think that could feasibly happen. Yeah, I mean, the state of Maine probably has some sort of, if that's true, and they had evidence on the guy. I mean, I couldn't see that it would be they would be culpable. Like, I mean, I can't see how they wouldn't be culpable. I would say, yeah, they would probably have at least a civil suit on their hands. But we'll see. You know how this shit is. I don't know. I don't even know if the guy's fucking taken into custody or dead. I did that. You guys probably told me. I was just too busy fighting with weirdos named Aaron. He seemed to get real defensive about me telling his neighbors. Over the target. We're going to have me, Anton, and Anton's brother are going to go flyer Aaron's neighborhoods.
Yeah, well, it's not so much getting defensive. Yeah, well, Scotty, your buddy was doing, like, let's say a bombing LARP, like he was under attack and he's still around, like he was gonna die. This is his last breath, everybody. They're gonna get him. Come on, dude. But anyways, no, not afraid of what you guys say you're gonna bring. Okay, I'm just proclaiming, okay, that you want to play games. I'm gonna play games back, and that's what I do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do before I do it. Just like some of my sock accounts, right? Not trying to hide behind sock accounts. You can figure out it's me, because there might be a video there on the other side letting you know it's me. Okay, right? You guys are, I mean, we're gonna have some fun. Let's have some fun with each other, right? Let's have some fun.
Oh, we're gonna get the new guy too. Who's the new guy? The sleep streamer. We need a street streamer.
Right. So you can either take it to the streets and we'll have some fun, or you can keep it here on the internet and we can still have some fun, right? Taking it to the streets is what you guys like to portray, and you doxed me first, and to get stupid on the streets, I got better shit to do. Okay, I'll sit here and blast you on the internet. And we can keep it there, right? But you want to get stupid with me and send the cones my way, right? Well, we're gonna get stupid back. Just to let you know. All right, just saying. Have some fun with it though. Try to have some fun. No one get hurt.
When we're traveling there, we can get donos. We'll keep him sleeping. You guys can call the street. Waking up.
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit on that. Is that over the border? What is that? They did that. They tried to charge the Bundys with that stuff. going across state lines terrorism or something like that. It was intercontinental terrorism or something like that. Not interesting. So now you're talking about maybe getting some donos to do.
He seemed to get real defensive
terroristic
about me
acts.
telling
Okay.
his neighbors. Over the target. Over the target. We're gonna have me, Anton, and Anton's brother are gonna go flyer Aaron's neighborhoods. We're gonna get the new guy too. Who's the new guy? The sleep streamer. We need a streamer for Plow. We'll get so when we're traveling there, we can get donos. We'll keep him sleeping. You guys can call the street, waking up the street sleep streamer. I've classified all of you as extremely dangerous. Yes, I am. It takes a dangerous man to speak with his hands. I do like to choke people with my legs, honestly. It's one of my. If you guys didn't know, I'm no stranger to danger with like arm chokes, but triangle chokes are my jam. And it was my first legitimate submission, to my credit. So, and I beat my friend who was better trained than me. So it was like it wasn't like I beat. I beat him with the wrist lock.
All right, dude. More times than not, you're just pretty boring, Scotty. We just had to get some of that down. Maybe I'll go through some of that later and pull out. There's like 30 minutes more of that stupid nonsense there. Maybe go through later and pull some clips from it, and we'll have some fun. We'll play some clips, talk stupid about each other. You want to have fantasy hour? We can have fantasy hour. And try to keep it to the internet. We could do that. Or you can just keep getting more stupid and more stupid and more stupid. And it'll be like Jeff. Maybe somebody will show up and all of a sudden and help you get some help. Right? The help that you need, Mr. Rehab. Never know, man. Anyways, I got to get going. I got to make some noise. I got to get working. I got too much shit to do. Actually, maybe, you know what, before I take off, check this out. Maybe I'll turn on my camera. I'm doing this, doing these benches, these stools here. Oh, hey, that's me. What's up? Gotta turn around my camera. All right, so chair that's been getting finished here. Fantastic work. It had a bunch of log oil on it. And it's getting stripped down. It's getting some beautification on it. Got some, still kind of experimental and you can't see it very well, but we're going to do some cross hatching on that and do some cool designs on it or something. And just something to kind of do there. Anyways, thanks for joining in, everybody. Oh, yeah, that'll be the stained, they do the Sedona red with that and make it just pop. I don't know if there's going to be much more burning, but I think we're going to do some burning up in here, some cross hatching, so maybe I'll do some updates. Thanks for checking it out, everybody. Peace out.